Good morning, y'all. It's Mara. So we're gonna jump right into our next investigative read. It's like 3:30 in the morning. What do they call it? A occupational hazard is that, a lot of times as a psychic medium, sleep can elude us. Actually, it's not true. It's just getting like 8 hours is usually kind of unheard of. It's usually like 4 to 5 hour bouts. That's why I live on round time. That's why I basically cultivated a lifestyle around being able to live on round time, because then I'm able to tap into the energies. Like I live with the moon. I convey, like, everything is right, floating downstream, and when you can float downstream anyways. We're not climbing onto the soapbox this morning. I do have my investigative read. So this is basically, and they're all different. They all look really different depending on what we've got going on. But we do have an ongoing story of the little owl and the Eastern oyster in reverse. And I do have a pretty severe ADHD, actually. And I don't like using the word severe, but it's not one of those like, I just can't pay attention. Like, no, I'm actually pretty neurodivergent, and it's something that I have to work around. And so I do squirrel out on my readings. But that's also like the beauty of why I am so good with my readings, because I do allow myself to squirrel out, because there's always like a walkabout. There's always something comes up, and then, the dots get connected and everything like that. But I really do want to hone in. This is, pretty serious stuff here. And we've got evidence and exposure. I went ahead and I did my little die in a box. And got I had 7 of these, so I got the evidence exposure, and then the question we are asking is, what evidence is hiding in plain sight? See, this is where I'm like really excited to start making my own investigative reads, or decks. Excuse me. I was never a coffee girl, and I gotta take it just a little bit. I love the flavor of it, but I could never handle the caffeine. And now, when you are ADHD, you realize that things that are supposed to speed you up actually mellow you out. So that's why I'm a little chill, right? I'm on coffee, but my body still responds with the jitters. So I have to take it pretty chill. Let's see here. Okay. So what evidence is hiding in plain sight? So I have to figure out what deck, right? Because I like to have, okay, so I'm going to take my very literal deck. Hi, it's Mara. I'm a psychic investigator, profiler, whatever, yada, yada, yada. We have a whole, I don't know if I've already said this, but we're going to put the glasses on. You're going to get a glare, so maybe turn down your screen. But Mama's contacts aren't working. She's got cotton eyes, not cotton mouth, cotton eyes. So let's see here. I think we're going to use the, it's like I want to use the archetype. I'll use both, because it's like what the question is. What evidence is hiding in plain sight? So I'm going to use a very literal deck just to see what happens and see if it pops off my my subconscious on anything. And if not, then I'll go over to an oracle deck. So what evidence is hiding in plain sight? We're just going to kind of jump. This is a continuation of the last read, where we basically found out that somebody has like a blackmail situation. Like in the future, they basically had somebody's car stolen and set them up for murder. So like in the future, they can blackmail them or use it against them, right? And just like drop a tip to the cops and be like, hey, there's a car in the bottom of the lake. This person that like reported it stolen, or whatever it is, right? And it's, yeah, so that's where we're at. Like, can you tell I'm a little like into this now? Because like that, it went completely sideways. I'm spitting on you now. Oh, I didn't wipe you off. You gotta remember. There we go. All right. So, like, is the moon in Cancer right now? I do that all the time. Let's see here. Okay, so what evidence is hiding in plain sight? So what does this evidence, okay, I do have community that's flipping up here. Somebody in the community has, oh, is somebody ratting somebody out? Let's just like, I'm just gonna like, okay. What evidence is hiding in plain sight? To the VW in the lake, I guess. Oh my gosh, we got a child. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Is this a grandchild or is this a child? Like, all right. So I'm going to do my yes, no. Okay. Is this in reference to the child shared together, or is this in reference to a grandchild? And if it's else, then I'll get else. Okay. So child. Yeah. Progression, grandchild. Right. Okay. Juicy Lucy. Okay, child. What evidence is hiding in plain sight? So this is the child. So the two of these people share a child together. Okay, and can you give me more? Can you clarify child? Like, what is the what's the evidence that's hiding in plain sight? Like, is she like not his or something? Thief, as thief comes out. Clarify thief. See, every card has a holy. Okay, this goes back to family in reverse, and it flew back to the left. Is she his biological child? Oh, that came out in horizontal, the community. Doesn't know. Did y'all get a DNA test? Because, you know, I did pick up some magicking, right? Like how to seduce someone at work, right? And not get knocked up so that they have to leave their current wife and, right, and like burn down their entire family. And you're gonna tell me there wasn't some fucking Santería involved in that? Take that as confirmation. I'm like, I think we might just need to stop there. So let's continue. Let's see how much. What other evidence is there? Maybe the VW was like not wanting it to end. So you step out. But let's find out, you know. This is always a fun one because I already have the number, but we're gonna find out. I'm gonna show you the number of how many people this person stepped out on. Undone, because I do break mine down. So I speak, right? So undone, the number that you're gonna get on here, undone, not broken down in numerology, is the amount of people this person cheated during their marriage. Ooh, child. Do you see that? 34. Take that as confirmation. Yeah. What a whore. Ooh, take that as confirmation. Ooh, I felt her. Big Bertha. Yes, Big Bertha. Take that as confirmation. Is up in the house. Okay, can we get any more? Can we pull? Yeah, it's like this deck has been talking to me. There's something here. There's something here. So I'm using the Kim Kranz archetype deck. And then we're going to get back to this is Little Owl's mother, right? Ooh, the underworld in reverse. This is why this person is such a rabid, like 3 times a week. This is my mother. This isn't my mother, but I'm saying like my mother, right, 3 times a week, but she's poisoning people in the prison system and like all up in the juju, right? Seventh-day Adventist, LDS. whole ass cult. They're just like a little more under the radar than the Mormons. Okay? So I got your number, bitch. And so does everybody else now. So I think that some DNA tests are in effect, are in order. Ta-ta, toodles, catch you on the flip. Oh, and if you're interested in my investigative reads, it is linked down in the Beacons link below. Bye.